Hello everyone and welcome back to another SRT clearing, a group clearing on procrastination. So putting stuff off. Let's set your intention to receive the benefits of this clearing and let's get stuck in straight away, shall we? So here we go, let's show you the charts that we're clearing. Oh, got a hair in my mouth, just trying to pull that out. Right, okay, hopefully you can see that okay. So looking at procrastination, right, so what's that running at as a positive? 40% positive, so it's not the usual 0% and 100% negative. So that's a bit different, isn't it, for our group clearings? And where's it looking in terms of consciousness? We're looking at Holy Spirit consciousness level. So we're just going to ask the God team that I'm working with today to ensure the clearing is done from 100%, from 40% positive up to 100% positive. And down to 0% negative for everybody's highest good that's watching this, and raised up from Holy Spirit consciousness up to Radiant Love New Paradigm level. Again, for everyone's highest good. We're going to see if we can get to 15 minutes today, not go any longer than that. So make sure you've set your intention to receive the benefits of this for your highest good always, as with all the other clearings. I thought I'd done procrastination before, but I probably put it off. It's a good one to do, actually. Procrastination tends to tie in with apathy, which is that all part of that failure energy of what's the point? What's the point of doing that? Because it's only going to end up failing, or it's only, I'm not going to end up getting what I want from it. At some moment in time, your expectations were shattered, probably as a child, and you decided that there was no point in going down that route. So that whole apathy, procrastination is why bother? I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. It is all that kind of failure energy. So where are we? So let's get stuck in. Don't feel there's going to be too many programs with this one. So what are we looking at? Chart 5. So it's blocks and interference, negative motivations. We have imprint other. Imprint other. Let's just see what the imprint is then. An imprint is a strongly held belief. What's the strongly held belief that's running there, that's showing up in connection with procrastination? Inside left. We have abuse, inside left. We have abandonment, inside left. We have betrayal. Do we have anything else? Do they have past life roots? Do they have ancestral roots? Yeah, so let's clear all of those at all levels of consciousness, please. Clearing that imprint other that's held on chart 5. That strongly held belief. Let's clear those out. Let's just go back to chart 5 to make sure there's nothing else on chart 5 there. Clearing all those away for your highest good. How are you all? Are you keeping well? So at the time of recording, it's yeah, it's starting to turn very autumnal here in the UK. Still quite mild, but it's definitely definitely turning now. So still clearing away. So obviously lots of strongly held beliefs there, lots of imprints there. Excuse me. Yeah, imprints other are carryovers from past lives, which is interesting. It says in the book, there are 4 things that can carry over as imprints of brain damage, which are Alzheimer's, Down syndrome, syphilis, and insanity. That's the brain damage one. So there's also an imprint of brain damage there. And some people were accused of insanity in a past life and incarcerated, finally becoming convinced that they were insane, which of course just wasn't true. Yeah, high self says that most of the time they were not insane. Isn't that sad? But that's what happened in other lifetimes. But in this case, no, what was it? Abuse and abandonment and betrayal, was it there? So it's just clearing all those out still. Right, okay, so we're next. Chart 6A, straight into the master programs and discordant energy. Let's have a look. What have we got? Outside left, we've got fear. Outside left, we've got powerless. Inside right, we've got failure. Have we got anything else going on? Do they have past life roots? Yes, they do, and ancestral roots. Let's just clear all of those from you for your highest good in connection with this procrastination clearing. I'm hoping all these clearings are helping people. I'm getting some fantastic feedback, both in my email inbox and on my Instagram account, and also obviously on YouTube as well. So I'm really, really thrilled with that. Really thrilled that it's helping so many people. That's what it's all about. Clearing away the debris. It's defragmenting all this stuff that we hold on to. Stuff from other lifetimes. You know, within one of the charts there are animal consciousness programs as well. They frequently come up with people, and that's if you've chosen your incarnational pathway through the animal kingdom, which most of us, I've found, have. There's still a lot of those left over at higher levels of consciousness. Right, that's just slowing down now. So where are we going next? 10A. 10A was miscellaneous blocks, and that's sort of God level of consciousness, which is not as high as you'd think. It's pretty damn high, obviously, but not as high as you think, God being the ultimate. So we've got blocks and interference. Do we need to clear those? No. What else have we got? Contracts that need to be cleared. I'm not going to do any investigation in these. We have genetic beliefs that need to be cleared. And we have karmic beliefs that need to be cleared. Do I need to do any research for the group clearings? No, let's just clear all of those at all levels of consciousness and all energy bodies for everybody's highest good. Clearing and closing all contracts in connection with procrastination. Clearing and closing all genetic beliefs. Clearing and closing all karmic beliefs as well. Clearing any blocks, interference away at this level of consciousness for everybody's highest good in connection with procrastination. So normally I would ask a few more questions. So if I was doing a one-to-one clearing with you, I'd be asking more about the contracts, genetic beliefs, karmic beliefs, what they are, where they're from. Do we need to do any more research into them? How many? And so on, so on. So it's a lot more detailed. But because it's a group clearing, we're not going to do that. I'm just giving you a taster really with the group clearing. Nevertheless, it still seems to be very, very powerful. So your teams are working with you and clearing this stuff for you, your high self teams. Okay, that's good. Some of those don't come up very often, so it's great to get those cleared out. Chart 15, we're going to the I am level consciousness programs. So let's see what's running here. We have a light realm discordant energy, a duality of the I am level consciousness. So let's get those cleared at all levels of consciousness on chart 3 for your highest good. So that's light realm discordant energy and duality of the I am level consciousness. I'm just going to read this to you from my book again, Multi-Conscious Soul. There are instances when the consciousness in the body is not a single soul, but many. They work as one consciousness. When there is a multiple consciousness, there is the energy, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of all the souls involved. There is more to work with, not to overcome, but more ability. 3 US presidents were multiple consciousness souls: Washington, Lincoln, and Kennedy. They were transfers. The original transfers are like walk-ins in the system. The original soul having left the body and the multiple soul consciousness entering. This sometimes happens when there are major challenges to a country. Gorbachev has the same consciousness. That's interesting, isn't it? And that was written some years back. Very interesting. I obviously had to read that out to you. That sort of stood out to me then, so. Right, that's still, there we go, slowing down now. Right, where do we go next then for this on procrastination? We are going to chart 22, which is the new one universe in this system. Let's have a look. So we're breaking the bonds of the 2,600 pathways. And that relates to the animal, very much the animal kingdom of progression there from memory. The Godhead is all is the Godhead, any blocks there. So let's just clear those for you. Yes, the 2,000, let me read to you the 2,600 pathways, then it will make more sense. The 2,600 pathways are pathways of evolution that lead to human expression. There are 136 major categories involved in the 2,600 paths. One of the categories is animal, which consists of 540 of the total 2,600. All paths are prior to and precede the creation of mankind as a spiritual body, living soul. The paths in total contain everything that is the embryo, divine plan, first draft, 83 waves of expression, and rim of creation. When the first 6 inches below chart 3, that's on my consciousness chart, are indicators. Occasionally, yeah, the level of consciousness drops down below the paper. Then that's where the waves of expression, and further below is the rim of creation. So we're going into, you know, more dense energy basically. And the dark angels are kept there, and various others. What are the others that are kept there? Dark angels. There's no names. 12 to 13 inches below that, and 14 inches below the paper there's deceivers. And then you can 27 inches below is, yeah, it can go as low as 27 inches below. Might be even lower now. So as we expand, we expand in both directions basically. So and occasionally we'll get programs. If I'm doing a clearing for somebody, I'll get programs that come up that the level of consciousness at the beginning is below the page. So it's usually where the dark angel's sitting. So it's a very heavy energy block, if you like, and energy condensed, basically. If you're interested in reading more about this system, then Robert E. Gettr downloaded it and founded it, and he wrote 3 books or 4 books, I can't remember, but certainly 2 of the books that tell you about it are Soul Recreation and The Freedom Path. Soul Recreation and The Freedom Path. Robert E. Gettr. That's D-E-T-Z-L-E-R. Right, okay, so where are we going next? 26, which is Freedom is Free. There is no judgment, so this blocks to there is no judgment. This blocks to illness is only an illusion. Anything on the outside of that, let's just clear all those blocks away. There, let's clear all those blocks away on this chart for everybody's highest good, bringing them back into perfect harmony across all energy bodies, all levels of consciousness, all time and space and dimension. Again, this is just a very brief taster. can't promise to cure you at all with this system, but it is phenomenally effective, especially long term. I've had things clear up with this. I know many other people have, but also it's one of those tools that you have that will contribute towards your overall healing. You know, you also this is great for emotional healing. It helps me with emotional healing as well, but sometimes I also need to use EFT. Sometimes I also need to use other healing modalities that I use with and those that know me know I'm also I've taken many many different healing modalities. I work very uniquely now in one-to-one Zoom sessions, so I'm very intuitive, and I work you know, going into that theta brainwave state, and also I combine it with hypnosis and NLP techniques as well. So I work very, very uniquely in my Zoom calls, in my one-to-one. Please do go on my website and have a look and see what I do. And yeah, it's great. I love what I do, and I have really good results, really, really good results. So, but it takes time with all these things. You have to be devoted to shifting your consciousness. You're never going to have, you know, 1 or 2 clearings and I'm going to be completely, it's all going to be sorted out. It just doesn't happen like that. It takes years. But along the way, we all need that extra help. And I do my best to help with that, with your empowerment, because that's what's important. Most of all, that you feel empowered, that you are empowered, and use your creative genius, which is yours and uniquely yours. Right, can we go to mop up? We're going to go to mop up now. We're just going to do a very quick mop up now to keep it brief for everybody now. I'm not going to go through the energy body. So what I would normally do is ask many, many other questions and go through individual energy bodies as well, but not in a group clearing. So we're just going to get that done. If you want to have individual clearings done, I offer an SRT package, again via my website. You pay via PayPal and then email me, or it'll come message me on PayPal and then I'll contact you. I normally contact within 24 hours, so when I've received a payment. So, and the clearing normally gets done within 5 working days. If I'm really, really busy, it'll be done within seven working days, but usually ASAP. So we're just going through this mop up, and the mop up process is really where the bulk of the clearing takes place. There's all the statements that I normally read, and I give them an affirmation as well. And they have about 200 plus charts on the other side of life, the teams that work with me. So I just have to do a very small amount of research, and they do the bulk of the work. I can't take credit for it. I'm just part of the cog in the machine, but happy to be so. Still spinning away. Actually, it's good to do this procrastination because I can procrastinate a bit as well sometimes. So it's good to get this done. Okay, are we done? Yeah. Are the high self teams happy with that? Yeah. Are the souls free? And will it hold for everybody? It will. And will people notice the difference? Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else to be done at this time? There. No, that's great. Let's see where we are now with that. 100 positive, 0 negative. It feels much, much lighter. So definitely something's been cleared. Up here. That's wonderful. So there we go. Another clearing done on procrastination. And I hope that helps you. And then I'm going to crack on now, stop this recording and record your next one for you. So lots of love to you all. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.